All right, welcome to day 2, week 4. So Karai didn't really switch teams Riptide. Outliers last season became Legion. It's kind of confusing. I had a special deal with Aspect Siege back when nobody wanted to own Outliers. We made a special deal that if they owned the team for 2 seasons, I'd let them rebrand it. So I normally say you can't rebrand teams, but that was a special case. We're probably not going to do that again because now the league's big enough that, you know, we can find people to own these teams whenever we need. So that's why Karai didn't really switch teams. They just kind of changed graphics. But Outliers, the logo and name actually went to a brand new owner. So now Outliers is a brand new owner owned by Penguin and Impura. We'll get the Boostioro Glaze. Sure, they might be able to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Never happened. It definitely happened, but it won't happen again. But I'm totally fine with it because the Legion logo, in my opinion, turned out absolutely fire, so I'm super happy with that. All right, Hunters in the green, Legion in the red. Gonna get this started at Servasa. Stocky Jr. gonna lay down the first kill using the Pigpen trap there to get Elijah. As I mentioned, a couple players on this Hunters team I don't recognize, mostly Elijah, and I don't think I've seen Fentanyl before. I think I would have remembered a name like that, which is why I'm not remembering it. But the other 3, Boostioro, Jacob, and Wu, those have been some staple Hunters throughout their matches. Oh, Riptide! Thank you so much for giving out a community sub. Dude, I swear I'm not hearing these notifications. I don't know who it went to. Did we see who it went to? I don't know who it went to. Maybe someone can tell me. But Riptide, thank you so much. Thank you to Riptide and Elena, our 2 subs so far. And Johnny, my bad. Too many subs. Can't remember them all. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the league. All right. Hunters are going to snatch it back. Legion had the point for 48%. And they're still in the area. They can definitely mount a counterattack here. Just got to be careful, but the Hog getting slept. Gonna be no good. Ooh, turns the corner and catches Jacob up to no good in the background. They gotta keep Hitscan alive, though. I don't know how Hitscan survived. And they're gonna stabilize nicely here. Couple of players to stagger as well. They might even get Fentanyl. They might even get Wu. They will. Legion playing very well to start this one off. It went to Hitscan OW. Well, that's great. That's who we're spectating right now. I'm sure they'll appreciate not having ads knowing when the next matches are. You don't like Mexican food, Ghostly? I had some chips and salsa as a little pre-stream snack, and it hit the spot. Legion gonna strike first in this one. They are gonna snag first objective. Spicy Fries gonna take out Fentanyl on their way out. And Legion drawing first blood, and they've got, well, actually, never mind. I was going to say they've got some ults to work with too, but look at Hunter's ult economy. Jacob not going to have ult, going to be swapping from the Tracer to the Ashe, but everybody else on Hunters is ready to let it rip. I heard that Ashe wasn't very good anymore, which I was kind of worried about. I didn't read the patch notes, but I am an Ashe DPS main, so hopefully it wasn't too big of a nerf, but seeing Jacob playing her now is giving me hope that it might not be as bad as some people were making it seem. We do have Nano Blade on the table for Hunters as well, but they're going to lose Wooback Baby early to Hitscan. A lot of these players playing right now for the Outliers were on the team when they won Division 2 last season. Players like Karai, Stocky Jr., Hitscan, Snake Eyes. I think everybody but Spicy Fries maybe was on that team that won Division 2. But now, Division 1 is a much bigger test. Everybody gonna get antied, but Stocky's still gonna use that whole hog to send Elijah off the side of the map, and actually nobody gonna go down even with that massive anti. Maybe Snake Eyes cleansed it, might have missed that one. But everybody in the lobby now holding on to some ults, and no one really wanting to let it rip. Your diehard Ashe player? Ashe is so much fun. Just the dynamite is just so satisfying, especially against like a Genji or something. Love me some Ashe. And here comes that Nano Blade we were waiting for. Probably going to get every CC in the game thrown at him. Staying alive for now, just about 60 HP. Karai also going to go for a blade, a dry blade, but actually going to get 3 with it. No Ana on the side of Legion. Jacob's Bob will finish them off, but that's the second point already for Legion. They've got 3 chances. Unfortunately for them, though, it is very, very easy to reverse sweep on this map. But at least, you know, Legion, a team who's had some troubles getting started with the season, I mean, can't really blame them. Division 1 is chocked full of just a lot of talent, but showing they definitely belong so far with this stellar performance to kick off this match against Hunters. Legion is belong. I feel like I can just feel the chemistry right now. I mean, this is the kind of nice thing about, you know, these are 2 very different teams. Hunters is a massive team, full roster, probably some players outside of the roster too that could be subbed in if they need to be. Legion kind of the opposite, much smaller roster, much more core group of players, and that can be a big deal with something like chemistry. Ooh, Hook's gonna miss there for Elijah, and that might be a problem. Hiscan actually not gonna get any kills with that. I thought since the hook didn't land that High Noon might have had some crazy value, and now Hunter's gonna get a couple kills. Legion in charge of the point right now, but it might be a very short stay, especially as both their supports go down just like that. Hitscan reading the room and gonna reset. Stocky, I don't know if they're gonna get out of here, man. Looks like they'll be all right. Hunter's gonna try and start turning the tide. Spectate Bustioro Ashe. Oh, there we go. Looks like Bustioro's gonna swap to the Ashe instead of Jacob. Bob's gonna head on in. 1 kill on either side. Spicy Fries and Sentinel down, so 1 support down, but there goes Stocky to Elijah. Some hog-on-hog violence, and they should be able to keep this point for now. Legion might want to just hold on to their resources, not use anything else, and just get ready for the next one. Looks like Hunters are going to get on the board. Yeah, that's what I saw that too, Smelly. I didn't realize it until I looked at the schedule and it was just red everywhere. All 3 red teams are playing today. We're going to kick it off with Legion, then we're going to have Ragu, and for the last match today, we'll have Bracelets. What are your thoughts on beans? I don't like traditional beans. I really like tofu a lot. And I really like, I like garbanzo beans, but that's about it. Black beans, pinto beans, not about it. Not about it. You're allergic to tofu? Oh, that's so sad. Tofu's so good and it's so healthy for you. It's literally just like eating eggs, but it's like super healthy. It's crazy. Both hogs gonna get a kill there, but Stocky Jr. goes down. Elijah having a field day, going whole hog, and gonna get a 3rd one here. Triple kill, almost gets the 4th, but the fire's gonna take down Karai, and Hunter's gonna kick Legion right off the point and cap the 4th control point. And like I said, this is when it can get very easy to start turning the side. Soy allergy's not your friend. Man, that sucks because soy's in everything too. I don't really know. I don't know what game you're referring to, Kirby. I've definitely played a good deal of Plants vs. Zombies, but I've played a lot of the older ones. Blade gonna come out for Karai. That's 2. Gotta watch out for Jacob's High Noon. Oh, just barely. That was funny. A little bit of a stare down there as the reflect into the Cassidy-ult, but the Cassidy-ult lasts a long time, a lot longer than reflect. They will be able to get Karai, but Karai's gonna be back in just a moment. Legion now in control. and we're going to get about 50-50 on the point here. This is going to be a pivotal team fight, and they are going to nano Elijah immediately. Spicy Fry's in trouble. Bob's going to land the last shot. Hit scan, not going to be able to get anything with that high noon, and this is tough for Legion because they invested ults into this fight, and they are losing it very badly. They're not even going to get a single kill. And they invested Kiriko, they invested Cassidy. They're not close to many other ults. At this point, I don't even know. So they will have a touch here. The good thing is that Hunters don't have a lot of resources either. This is going to be just a very dry team fight. Really no ults on either side. But if Legion wins it, they're going to win the map. Hunters probably won't be able to touch again if they go down here. But they got to get moving, and that's a rough start. Good hook there. Luckily, they're going to trade the Cassidys for Legion. That was a tough break, but then they immediately got the enemy Cassidy. So 4v4, neither team with a Cassidy, but there goes Karai, so no DPS for Legion. Now they are playing a player down, and there goes another. This is going to go to the last flashpoint. Legion will be turned away at the door. Godnilla in my Twitch chat? I didn't even know that dude could use Twitch chat. What's up, Godnilla? Godnilla, you gotta get Ragu a win today. No offense to Polar. I guess Polar doesn't have a win either. Eeh. But I know both teams definitely deserve some wins.
What's up? Under my protection.
Final flashpoint, and everybody on Legion is low. They're gonna lose too early. They will get Boostioro. And they're gonna invest Blade, but it's not gonna get anything. And now Hunter's snagging the lead back officially. Looks like these changes that they've been making throughout the game to different team comps is really paying off. And now, like I said, this is an easy map to reverse sweep. Ragu might be cooked, I'm gonna be real. We'll see. We'll see. Like I've said, I feel so bad for Ragu. They played every single team at its peak. And that's probably going to continue today against Polar. The original Polar that started this season, you guys definitely beat them. But now it has a new ownership and probably a higher skilled roster. No breaks for poor old Ragu. And no breaks for Legion here, losing 2 flashpoints back to back, and now they are down on the third one. They can't afford to lose another team fight. One more team fight would be the end of the map. Hitscan going very low. Luckily, their Kiri's going to TP behind. Here comes the high noon for Jacob. Gonna get one there, and that's 2 for the Hunter stock. He's gonna go down. They're gonna get the map reverse sweep to kick it off. Looked a bit scary at first, but they're gonna be A-okay. But as close as that map was, it's saying that we're gonna have a closer map than many people expected, especially the people who wagered on the match. 90% of the channel points on Hunters. That was not a 90-10 performance. That was a little bit closer. So, looking forward to it. We'll get map 2 set up and we'll be back in just a moment. All right.
Someone needs to fill
Map
this
choice
battle.
gonna be from Legion. Hunters are gonna elect to attack first. What's up, the clown? How you doing? I see a couple people. Yo, the clown. Can you tell me what that Twitch icon is? I see like a few people have it, and I don't know what it is. Raging Wolfhelm. I'm super curious. It looks like something from like a Souls-like game. I always see these like cool like Twitch icons, and I have no idea how people get them. All right. We'll see how our red teams do today. As a reminder, all 3 red teams playing today. Gonna be Legion, then Ragu, then Phrases. We're gonna be seeing this red color a lot in the lobby.
Let's focus on that.
I got it from watching the Shadow of the Erd Tree stream, I think, for Elden Ring. Ah, I was right. It definitely did have a Souls-like vibe. All right, map number 2. A good start for Legion. Gonna get 2 flashpoints out of the 5. But unfortunately gonna be reverse swept on that. Simber, are you tapping in today? It's funny, I think you tapped in for Polar last season. That was the only match you played, and I think that might be the only match you play again this season. Denver's tapping in today, can confirm. Oh, brother. Lord help Polar. All right, here we go. Yo gonna get very low on the Bastion, but it's gonna be a quick trade before they go down. Boostio is gonna get Karai at the exact same time they go down. Stocky is gonna put it in favor of Legion, wanting to get Fentanyl too. That Ana staying one shot, won't die. Almost got the Granny too, but gonna have to force them back. Ah, Swissy. Thank you so much for number 6. That's half a year. Welcome to the Purple Tomato Club. I don't know what that reaction was. I apologize. But thank you so much for big number 6. Yo getting low again. It is so hard to stay alive as Bastion. With this current meta, Bastion is just such a big target. Can take so much heat so quickly. And really, it's the reason why they're having so much trouble moving this forward. Have your predictions been correct today? Well, we're on match number 1, so they haven't been tested. I actually haven't said my predictions publicly yet. My predictions today are gonna be Hunters, Polar, Guardians, and Traces. I'm picking all the favorites. But I could be wrong in any one of those matches. Hunter's finally able to get through this defense. But a great hold to start for Legion. This point can definitely go in the first team fight. They might touch again. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Man, they cut it about as close as it gets, and they might force them off. They will. Ooh, big turnaround there. Man, I'll tell you what though, guys. You really got close there. I don't even see the gray part of the capture bar on that. And they're gonna keep them off. Down to just a minute 30. Uh-oh. Getting a little scary. Yeah, the Hunter's comp is a little bit interesting, that is for sure. They might be trying out some new combos here. I mean, what better stage to try out new team comps than Division 1? Fentanyl is going to get a kill on Hitscan, but going to be traded out immediately by Stocky. Rai going straight for this Bastion. Not going to have any mercy. Goes straight into the deflect, too. And Hunters, they're down to probably 1 real team fight. They've got 3 ults to work with. Meanwhile, Legion, we're only going to have Snake Eyes window. Everything else is on cooldown. I don't know if that's going to be enough to withstand 4 ultimates here. They are going to use the window, but it's going to be dropped by the Orisa ult immediately. Snake Eye is going to be the first one down. Bob is going to get stocky, and here comes those ults. Karai will get killed with a nice reflect, but not going to matter. Spicy Fries in big trouble, and finished off there. Someone sends me 2K tokens. Bro, I know you have a job. You don't need those tokens. Why are Hunters actually struggling a little bit? I don't know. I feel like their team comp's kind of interesting. But they also might be playing some other players that don't normally get as much playtime on their team. I mean, they can kind of size up their opponent, you know, maybe for teams like Sentinels or Phoenix, they want their like best and brightest lineup. But I mean, we are seeing the absence of some key players on Hunters that we saw in their sweatier matches. We're not seeing Energy, of course, who is one of their probably best DPS player on their roster. Not seeing Dinks. So you can kind of tell they're sizing up the opponent a little bit here. And I think it's for the betterment of both teams, actually. You know, if they went in with their best roster, this would be a much less close game. So that's my guess, though. I could be dead wrong. Not going to be able to stop the momentum into second point. They are going to finish off the last couple players. And after holding them for a while on first point, they are not even going to stop the momentum on second. Ed family, thank you for that 15 stream streak. I appreciate it, by the way. That's the goal.
The victory fever.
Enemy tag.
Getting close to the third objective here. They can smell the Junkrat on the high ground. Karai doesn't care. Great combo on Bustioro. And that should give a little bit of breathing room to try and stabilize out of third point. Back though, gonna get Hitscan, who's not playing Hitscan currently. So 4v4 at the moment. Karai, another big pick on the Junkrat. They are not gonna be able to get out of there though. You can see the panic. And Bustioro gonna get their revenge. A double for Bustioro. Assisted by Bob. They want more. Hunting down Hitscan. They'll get it. And Hunters are gonna get the point.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Score 0.
I know you saw the highlight.
Switching sides.
No, I didn't see the highlight, and I wish I didn't. What the hell, bro?
Initiating.
Good lord. You know the clown. My caster's curse isn't a thing because I'm actually right, like, every single time. I've only been wrong on 2 matches this season. I was wrong by literally 1 percentage point. I'm trapped down here, by the way. I literally can't come out. It's a cool part of the map, though. I was wrong on Evergreen versus Braces. I was wrong by like 1 percentage point. I picked Evergreen to win.
Mental bearing.
And then I was dead wrong yesterday.
The sign of a mature.
Yesterday I picked Celestials to beat Saturn and wasn't even close, being honest. Second map was kind of close, a little bit. But Saturn definitely was in control that whole match. Victor. I know the league, okay? I definitely know the league more than anybody here, for sure. Except maybe Smelly Snail. I don't know why, but Smelly Snail has insane knowledge of this league.
Sorry.
Don't be.
Dude needs to be an analyst. We gotta give Smelly his own show or something where he just talks about who's gonna win what matchup. I like how Shaynir is hitting me with the nerd emoji, like we're all not sitting here in an Overwatch league right now. I think that nerd emoji applies to all of us, Shay. Bro's not Akinator, that's funny. Alright, here we go. Swapping sides. Legion gonna be on attack. Move back. Gonna get Saki. Saki on the Monkey now. Looks like we might be going for a different approach. Looks like the same comp we just saw for the Hunters are gonna be running the same exact thing, this time on defense. I have a feeling this comp might be more well suited for defense too, so they might have more success here. Yeah, I mean Saturn might win the whole Division 4 season without dropping a map. After seeing what they did yesterday, I think that is a very real possibility. Karai feeling out Kyo on the high ground. Not gonna give it up though. Doing well on the junk, shooting through the legs of the statue to lay down consistent pressure without really having to face much pressure yourself. Lots of cover here. There you go. To my junk players out there, that's a spot you guys might want to consider. I don't know if that's a well-known junk spot. I've never seen it before. And they're going to clean up again. They're going to use the Orisa ult, even though they don't even really need it. And now it's their turn to hold first point, I guess. Spicy. Look at Snake Eyes not going out without a fight. Somehow going to survive that. And now they can turn the tides here. Elijah a little bit too excited deep in the Legion spawn, getting lots of players low, but crucially they survive. Ride down, but getting a pick before they do, and they are out of a tank. Elijah swapping to the Doom to try and get back in time, but maybe enough damage was done. But Boostioro has something to say about it. Gonna get a triple, once again assisted by Bob. And Stocky gonna be blown to shreds there. They're gonna hold it. Big carry by Boostioro to do it. Left both supports on 1 HP. I noticed that. It's like, this enemy's already defeated. I don't even need to kill him. Alright, and now, similarly to the last round, Legion in desperation mode, gonna have to make this work right now. Not gonna happen on that team fight, but they do have Nano Blade coming up real soon. And then we're within a minute now, so if they can get Nano Blade set up, I mean, that might be a guaranteed team fight win, especially because Hunters has such little utility. They are gonna be able to get Stocky, which is gonna take a bit more time off the clock, but Nano Blade is officially up for grabs. And they're gonna get killed for free. So they're in a 5v4 with Nano Blade. Surely they get the point. There it is. Perfectly executed. A situation Karai is very used to. Whipping around a blade inside the enemy team's backline. Just gotta finish off a couple more Hunters. And this point should be as good as theirs. Kyo might try and spoil the party. A couple straight junk bombs could change everything. Not gonna happen. And they will, by a couple seconds, have a chance to keep pushing this payload. I'm going absolutely insane on these guys. Lots of players down, 5 players falling, and it seems like Legion are going to back up and just get control of the payload. Elijah's sticking with the Doom. I thought they were doing it just to stall, but it seems like they're going to roll with it for a couple more lives.
Thanks for the help.
Payload moving similarly to when Hunters were on this part of the map, moving very fast. They're gonna have one team fight here. This is kind of a must-win team fight for Legion. If they go down here, even if they get second, it's gonna be with such a small time bank. And they're gonna try and invest bomb into it. It does get Wu and the immortality field. Was Wu not standing in his own immortality field? Maybe they were booped out. I don't know. Maybe it was to save someone else selfishly. Selflessly. Sorry. And that's a good start for the team fight. We might have a touch from Hunters, though. In fact, I think we will. Especially since they have a Doom Fist. 2 meters, 1 meter. Gets down to about half a meter. But they will have a touch, and Bob is in play as well. And ooh, that's going to lead to some kills. It will. No mercy on the retreating players either. So Legion gonna have one more shot at it. Definitely want to wait till everybody's back though. Here we go, final opportunity, but they're gonna lose 2 players instantly as the team fight breaks out. And that might be all. Will be all. Unless Diana can touch in 10 seconds. Gotta respect the effort. Not gonna be able to make it though. Well, hold on, a couple more players are able to touch, but there's just so much explosions and bombs. So much damage pouring in on the objective, it's not even possible to really get anything done. Hunters gonna get it done. Map number 2. All right, we are gonna get map number 3 set up in just a moment. Possible match point. So Ragu Polar, we might get started on time today, but as a reminder, if this does go overtime, or we play more maps, we will start Polar versus Ragu as soon as this one's over. Couple of subs, Kyo moving to tank, wavy creature coming in, Jacob moving to support, and I Let It Crust returning, this time on support. It's funny, when watching the Hunters play, even with whatever lineup they run, you never know who's going to be on what role.
Ready for battle.
Perfect example there as Bustioro is moving to Mauga, Kyo moving to support. This team is made up of a lot of flex players. And still the tops, holding on to the top spot in Division 1. That's how you know there are some Overwatch players. Alright, here we go. Bustioro does love themselves some Mauga. We saw it in their match versus Phoenix. Man, they have it out for Stocky, going straight at him, but actually gonna be the first casualty. Karai also gonna get a second one. So a great start for Legion. Without fear, though, Jacob gonna TP into the enemy team. Baiting out Spicy Fries. Might be able to snag a kill, but Spicy Fry is well executed. Jumping on the Reaper without fear. Now they're even going to be a player down for the next team fight too. As a reminder, we have added new types of token redemptions for channel points. If you save up more channel points, you can redeem it for a better ratio of tokens. Make sure to check out the channel point rewards and you can see that. You might do the same thing for card packs. Just a heads up. Spicy Fry's gonna get Bustioro again. Mauga having some trouble staying alive in this one so far. Ooh, Kyo will be able to get Spicy Fries. Former teammates on Hunters last season. Now another blade ready to go. No Ana this time, but a big shatter. Not gonna be able to get the Kiriko who's down on the ground though. Wavy creature getting Spicy Fries. Poor Spicy Fries, the one Legion player that really having trouble staying alive here. Everybody else is doing a pretty good job of staying up. They have 4 ults to go though. Hunter's gonna go ahead and use theirs as well. Stocky in trouble, and Jacob gonna let a massive Death Blossom rip. About calling it a high noon. That is not a high noon. Best damn high noon I've ever seen. Legion getting 71% on their first trip. And where did their support alts go? I didn't even see it, but I think they might have used their support alts last fight. Brutal. Bet they wish they would have had those now, but they might be able to get something to work with just the DPS ult. Hitscan gonna get it started. Wavy absolutely shutting it down. An absolutely perfect counter on the tire. A millisecond later reaction, and that tire would have definitely blown them up. Hunters now challenging this lead on this first objective. Watching this on subway Wi-Fi, it keeps lagging. Yo, I love the commitment though. I'm just imagining you in the middle of the subway with this playing. Here comes the cage, and it's gonna lead to a triple, a quad, and a team kill.
Done and done. Let's kick this off.
Rai gonna start things off well, and the shatter directly into the Malga is gonna get 2. So now they should be able to just finish off a couple more players, and they'll be able to have a chance to finish it here. Next team fight could decide it. I don't know. With 72%, thinking really only one more team fight left for Hunters. But if Legion loses, I don't even know if they'll be able to touch. Big team fight here. Legion would love to snag this one, but their tank is one shot. Everybody's still up so far with a couple ults coming out. And it looks like Boostioro is going to get a triple. Jacob will finish it. And probably that's it. I don't even think the fastest heroes in the game like Ball and Lucio are going to be able to touch. We'll see if Spicy Fries can prove me wrong. Especially with a giant Malga jumping in your face. Spicy Fries, it's all up to them. But I Let It Crust is going to stop the party short, and they are not going to be able to get it. It's going to finish 99% to 99%. I like Stocky switching to the Malga at the end there. Wanna do my Spanish test for me? Dude, Shay is in the lobby. Shay is literally a cheat code. Or like, if Penguin's here, we have multiple bilingual server members. Just ask them. It's like speaking normal for them, you know? There's probably more, too. I forget who said it, but they said that there is quite a few Spanish speakers in this community. I am not the one to help. I used to be like pretty good at Spanish, but I forgot. Too lazy to translate? That's funny. Like when I ask my girlfriend what something means in Japanese, I'll be like eating something and it's like written in Japanese. I'm like, can you translate this? She's like, ugh. I don't want to. Like, dude, you speak both languages. It takes 1 second to just read what it says. I guess I can't relate because I'm not bilingual, but I wouldn't imagine it's very hard. Stocky gonna match the Malga, and Boostioro actually off the Malga. I guess this town ain't big enough for 2 Malgas. Yeah, I feel that. But I really got screwed, man, because ChatGPT wasn't a thing when I was in school. I got it for like the last little bit of college, and it was so nice. Like, school would have been so much easier if I had that. Boostioro in trouble. Might still get out of this. No way. Okay. Hit scan being on the Sombra gonna really spoil the party on Doom. They will get 2, but Legion holding on. Funny. %, halfway there. They haven't won a round yet in this matchup. This could be a big momentum shift if they're able to. Jacob copying the Malga, jumping in, but quickly going to be taken out of Echo here. Boostioro once again getting very low, using everything they can to stay alive. But you can't escape Stocky for long with those big guns. And now the other final players are going to be taken out by the cage. And Legion looking like they're going to do it here, especially if Boostioro still stays on the Doom. They've just been targeting the Doom, and it's been working very well for them. Well, yeah, I mean, like, ChatGPT, like, my job literally lets me use AI to help me program. So it's like, in the real world, you will have the tool, so that makes a lot of sense, you know? Legion in the lead, 99%. They just have to win one more team fight. Ustiora will get a kill, but Stocky on the Malga just laying down too much heat. We're gonna be going to objective number 3. Ooh, ooh, nice.
Score.
Spicy, do you know the screens kind of smell? What? What?
Ready for battle.
Oh, small. Sorry. That you said the screens kind of smell. Which screen? The main one?
I think I can make this worth my time.
I was so confused. I mean, what do you mean the screen smells?
3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture.
Shower every day. Okay. Which is more than most people. Alright, Legion getting an objective here. They could get a map here. They are really going in on Wavy. Well executed there. Both DPS descending on the Junkrat. They're going to get a second one as well. And a great start for point number 3. Bustioro is going to match the Malga this time. I mean, they started it, so they might as well finish it. Spicy Prize going to get a little double on the Lucio as Legion captures point first. Ever since this Sombra pick, I feel like things have been clicking a lot more because when you... Sombra is so effective when you actually have teams that are communicating. Literally, coming out a cloak on somebody and everyone else just looking at them is enough to get a kill, like, 90% of the time. Why don't you stream on TikTok? Because, like, I tried it. I can go into more detail, but it's kind of a long story. So I'll wait till the team fight dies down, and then I can tell you, Connie. Nano gonna come out for Stocky, gonna let him work, and he's gonna get the cage there, and it's gonna lead to a double, a triple. Okay. Wants the stragglers as well. Okay. The reason I don't stream on TikTok is because TikTok has like this algorithm that basically decides how many people go to your live stream. And at the beginning, it sends a lot of people to you, right? It's like testing it out. Like, is this live good, right? But the problem is for the first 15 minutes I'm streaming, I'm showing the starting soon screen. So a bunch of people come in, they see I'm on the starting soon screen, and they just leave. And then TikTok's like, okay, this guy must suck. And then so I just stream to nobody on TikTok the whole time. It just doesn't really work well for the format that I do. Maybe I could stream the starting soon thing on Twitch in the stream and then stream to both platforms once the game starts. But that'd be really confusing for Twitch. You know what I mean?
Like a gentle rain.
That's what I'm thinking, Pumacita, but really with the application I use, I can't like tell it, now start streaming to TikTok. It has to happen both at the same time. Hunter's in control of the point. 2 players gonna go down there. Wavy creature hiding in the corner. I don't know if they see them. Just kill left. Is gonna get 2 before they go down on the BAP, but it is gonna be flipped. Still some opportunities for the Hunters here. And some ultimates as well. They really can't afford to lose it again after capturing here. They're going to get it for free. Legion backing off to regroup. Have a couple shots at this. They probably just got to flip it one more time. Not a lot of utility, though. Here comes the Antsy. It is going to get Bustioro, who's also going to get hacked. Immortality has to come out to try and save him, and they're going to use Cage. Both Malgas getting very low. Wavy creature going to get a double kill. And it looked bleak as Bustioro got eliminated so quickly. They're going to be all right. but they will have a cage of their own. Wavy Creatures still with the barrage, held onto it throughout that fight. One barrage ends the map, ends the match. Just have to use it right. Here comes the cage, already low, jumping into it. Fusioro and Seed using that immortality field again. They will get the opening pick, but as we said, this barrage was going to be a massive factor, and it's going to get massive value. Going to get 3 just Karai in the area. Once they go down, it's going to be the end of the map, end of the match. Hunters moving to 3-0 on the season, remaining undefeated. Legion giving the highest ranked team in the league a match. And look at that, we are just in time for Div 2. Polar and Ragu, I hope you guys are ready. We're going to be getting this one started in just a moment. Real short break. Winner of the last giveaway, going to be Lily. Congrats.